This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Hey everybody, welcome to the April Commission on Disability meeting. My voice is gone a little bit, so I have to enunciate. First order of business, we're just gonna do roll call, make sure folks are here. So we are missing Jeff Brown. I know he's gonna be here. I mean, I just don't know what time. We got Bruce. I have not heard from Bruce. I have not heard from Luis. We had one more. There was one. Oh, yes, my brain's getting. I just had to say your name and you appear. Perfect.
Yes, Peter, right?
Okay. And then Robert has so we got Luis, Jeff Brown. That's it, I guess.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah. Check down the hall as I close this. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is see if there's any public speak. Nobody online, correct?
That's
Public
correct.
speak. And then we'll go into the minutes approval. Did anyone see anything missing from the minutes? The wonderful minutes that Leslie writes. At home, did you see anything? Oh, Jen, I can't hear you. Jen, are you talking to us? Because you're on mute. Technology.
We were just trying to fix our volume on our side.
Oh, got it. Okay. So let's mark down that Luis is not here. Oh, it's Dylan. No, you take place of Dylan. I'm losing my mind. Maddie is no longer there. So Luis and Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we can all vote the minutes in. We're all okay. Aye. Thank you. Thank you. We are supposed to have DPW speaking with us.
Here's Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Is there someone that wants to-
Yeah, so their main door is just out in the hall here on your right.
Okay. So, are you going to the meeting?
I have nothing on my calendar for a meeting today.
Oh, you come over here on the camera. I asked if you would come. Said you couldn't and to send the questions. So then I asked if you could come this month and that's where you said.
Okay, but did I ask you to confirm the date, time, and a list of topics that I never got back?
So, but what I said is that I can't give you a list of topics because I don't know what they want to ask you. We don't have pre-planned things we want to ask you. It's an introduction of your services. And then if they have questions, what I said in the email is that I could reach out to members and ask them, but I couldn't guarantee that they would answer me with preconceived questions.
Yeah, I have a little bit of time, but I do
It's
greatly
literally-
appreciate knowing what people, because I need to look into what people want to talk about.
So the
before
time is only 5 or 10 minutes. It's,
Oh, sure.
it never goes more than that. So, but I really, nobody wrote back to me and said what they wanted to
Oh, okay.
ask about.
All right. Well, give me a second. I'll be in a minute.
Sure, sure. Okay, Leslie, how about we skip down to any Facebook updates or emails to the COD?
There were no emails to COD aside from the mass, what is that? The email list that we're on for the
The MOD?
MOD, that's it. And we did not get any Facebook comments or
Okay,
activity. That's the word I'm looking for.
thank you for that update. I'm just gonna go back in and take a peek. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so I did write back to him, but I don't know that it went out. I figured out what happened. I don't know that it went to you.
Okay. Yeah, I have an email from you, but you never
So-
confirmed a date or time. or
In
any
the,
topic.
in this email I did, but it looks like that it got stuck in like an
Oh,
outbox.
that
My
happens.
apologies
It happens.
for that, yeah. I have really bad internet in my house. I just got that GoNet
Okay.
speed and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be amazing and it just, we can't run anything. It's, everybody hates Spectrum until it does better job. So
Yeah,
I am very sorry.
that's okay. No, I'm here. I'll do what I can. I mean,
If
I
I
got
can-
about a half hour, but.
Oh, that's
That's
even
all I
more
can do.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just introduction of who you are, because we have a lot of new members and like they don't even, they
Okay.
don't know what you may cover in town. So if you could just
Yeah.
start there.
You name it. I'm Greg Nullman. I'm the Director of Public Works for the city. So we take care of all the streets, water, sewer, wastewater treatment, fire hydrants, streetlights, all the city-owned buildings. So pretty busy department.
Okay. And then, so do you have any projects right now that you're in the middle of or coming up?
A whole bunch.
A bazillion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Main Street, we're in design for a complete reconstruction of Main Street that'll likely occur starting in 2029.
Okay.
So that's taking up a lot of our time. We have a project out to bid right now for Fort Hill Road to pave Fort Hill Road and the bridge deck down there. Hopefully all of Fort Hill Road, all the way from east to Clapp Street, but we may only be able to fund East Street to River Street.
Okay.
That's moving along. We've got some technology projects going on the water department side that are out to bid right now for upgrades to how we control the operation of the public water system. Finishing up replacing the aerators at the wastewater treatment plant. A whole bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
Cottage Street.
Cottage Street, we have a small pedestrian safety improvement project in design that we're trying to get out to bid. Hopefully I'll have that out to bid within a month or so. It's been challenging to get all these things lined up.
Sure. You guys do a lot in your little amount of time.
Yeah, we've got Parsons and Berry Street intersection.
Yeah.
We're working on getting the land that we need to improve the visibility when you're taking that left or even a right out of off Parsons onto Berry Street. The visibility right now is really bad.
Oh,
It's a bad,
yeah, that
yeah,
one,
it's a
there's-
really, everybody complains about that
Like a-
intersection.
It's like just like a car accident a day.
Yeah, there's a lot of accidents there. So we got a grant to do that a couple
Oh,
years ago. Not Greg, I'm sorry, Jeff Bag before he left submitted the application. And we were successful. So we're going to get the land that we need to trim back the retaining wall to move it back a little bit, and we'll put a sidewalk in to connect
Okay.
Parsons down to Emerald Place. Right now, there's not a sidewalk on that side.
okay.
So there will be better visibility for cars and also it'll be better for pedestrians too. So that hopefully we'll get it out to bid this year before.
Okay. So just to backtrack to winter, because that's always the questions they have, about the snow shoveling. And, are there parts of town that you cover and parts that you don't cover, so we just,
Well, we cover the entire city, all the streets. Sidewalks are not the DPW's responsibility unless they're abutting city-owned properties.
and so I feel like there's something over by, Williston that people keep. Is it, or like a little bridge here, Jeff Brown, I mean, you had brought it up as you walked. You're on mute.
The bridge by Williston.
There's the Park Street Bridge over the.
Oh, maybe that's it.
The Manhattan Rail Trail.
Yeah,
Is
that gets handled by one of our contractors.
Oh, it does, okay,
Oh, okay.
all right, sorry.
I don't quite remember that, but yeah. But yeah.
So could you just tell us what the process is when it snows, like how like, you're looking out at the weather, and then how does it work?
Well, it depends on precipitation rates and as we get and forecasted duration of a snowstorm for how we get plowing.
Okay,
So no two events are really the same. In our contracts, I think we have it written, it's every 3 or 4 inches of snow that the contractors are supposed to clear the lots here at City Hall and 50 Payson. And generally, as far as sidewalks go, we have, just like any resident has 24 hours from the end of precipitation to get the sidewalks cleared. And that's what our contractor does.
how many trucks do you have, and do they plow and sand, or?
Well, it kind of varies on the storm. We've got about 7 city plow vehicles.
Okay,
And then depends on who we have in for contractors in any particular weather event. There's really no exact number. Trucks, loaders, all sorts of things.
because you're contracting out.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Or we may not call the contractors, but a larger storm.
Okay,
I'll try to save money.
yeah, Jeff. Go ahead.
So, one of the things that keeps bringing up, I know you don't have, real purview over anything that's not owned by the city, but one of the things that keeps coming up is that when a city plowing contractor either blocks a sidewalk with the snow deposits or blocks a crosswalk, because the snow just gets pushed. So what, and this is a continual thing, and I guess get that it's a challenge, but from last year to when you were here to this year, what efforts have been put in place to improve this process?
Well, if our contractor is blocking a sidewalk or filling a ramp to a sidewalk, that is something that, if as soon as it's brought to our attention, it's resolved. However, you may be referring to private contractors, landscape contractors plowing in such a way that they are either blocking the sidewalk or blocking a ramp. And that's not something we can control. It needs to be brought to the attention of the police department or the health department.
Yeah.
And they can enforce that accordingly.
Okay.
Something that a city contractor or city piece of equipment costs, and we certainly go and resolve it as soon as we're made aware of it. Sometimes the guys can only see so now you'd be aware that they did it.
Right,
Yeah.
how do they contact you, like, what?
You can call the DPW office, public safety dispatch, email. There's a way to file you can put in a request for service online.
Is there an after hours, or is it just?
That's public safety dispatch, handles all outside of business hours requests for service.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think one of the problems is that, as someone that doesn't drive, when I, as a pedestrian that uses the streets for transportation, I need access now. I don't need access after the request is processed. And, you get what I mean? It has to be like a prompt, like it's just not there. The reporting process and the time to clear isn't always practical, especially when it leads to snow freezing and hardening and then becoming impossible. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess it's the nature of living in New England. I mean, the way the sidewalks are cleared, we don't have the resources to clear them the way we do the streets.
Crosswalk entrances, though, are different.
Yeah, well, the crosswalk entrance is only any good if the sidewalk's cleared, right? So It's just an ongoing challenge. It's just one of the challenges of living in New England where we do not have the funding or resources to maintain the sidewalks in the manner that we do the streets.
Yeah, I get it, but it really disadvantages the disabled community that doesn't have access to cars. And I guess the idea that disabled people are excluded from the resources we have to clear stuff is a problem, and I don't expect it to be a problem that you can solve right now at this meeting, or but it's just realize that there's an ableist system in place.
Yeah, I mean, we do the absolute best we can with the equipment and resources and funding that we have.
Of course.
City ordinance is written in such a way that a resident has 24 hours from the end of the snow event to get their sidewalks cleared.
It's plows blocking places like Briggs Street. It's like the Briggs Street crosswalk or something like that, or the streets off of Adams Street.
Yeah,
that's not private homeowners. That's city contractor plows.
Well, not necessarily. It may be a private contractor hired by a resident that's doing something like that. If it's one of our pieces of equipment or contractors doing that, we want to know about it so we can have the plow the streets so that doesn't occur. But if it's a private contractor, we still want to know about it so we can talk to that contractor.
Yeah.
Not doing it in such a way for that to happen.
Yeah.
Identify your trucks.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you could, anytime you see someone doing that, get a description of the truck. All of our trucks are generally white with the blue and yellow stripe on the side.
Okay.
But our contractors can vary. So if you call us and say the truck was blue and it said X, Y, or Z on the side, then we can, determine whether that was one of our trucks or a landscaper working for.
Where do you keep them?
All of our most of our stuff's at the highway department on Northampton Street.
Okay. Okay.
But we have equipment at locations at all of our different divisions that everything goes out in the snowstorm. So it's sewer department vehicles, water department vehicles.
Is it Northampton that has the little thing that they clear the sidewalk? It's a little, they ride in it.
They do have they used to anyway. I'm not sure what they have now.
And those things are very expensive.
No, I mean, we have a small piece of equipment for doing sidewalks, but we only do city-owned sidewalks with it.
Okay.
In the event that our contractor's not there or the storm is small enough that we didn't do it. But we use it a lot when we remove snow, when we truck snow off after a storm, and after a couple of days later when we come through and get the snowbanks on the side of the streets.
Is there a pattern you follow? Like we always start here and it's there.
It also depends on the weather event, on the type of weather event, and
Okay.
amount of precipitation and what is happening at any given time in the city. For the most part, when it comes to trucking snow, to removing snowbanks and piles after a weather event, will generally start like Main Union and Cottage Streets,
Okay.
and try to get over to New City. But it can depend a lot on a lot of different factors.
I can imagine it feels overwhelming.
That's what we do.
No, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you guys have other questions about snow or can we ask about other things?
I don't have any questions.
About snow? Okay. And then I feel like last time we had some questions in this area, was everybody's questions answered? There were a curb cut, whatever. There were issues. Where'd Jeff go? I feel like he had some things.
Maybe they get resolved in the Union Street.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Was this
I
all
mean,
involved?
I guess. I mean, if I'm being really honest, I think there's so many. I feel like it must be private contractors is a complete. Is a complete deflection. I understand the limited resources.
That's not fair.
Right.
That is not fair. That's not fair to say. And
I've lived here 20 years. I know what's fair, but since
then
you
do me a
asked,
favor. Next time you see that happen, try to get a picture of the truck, get a description, maybe license plate number, anything you can.
you don't get pictures of trucks when you're walking as a pedestrian, man. You just don't. That's not a reasonable ask.
I can't solve your problem with more information, sir. And that's kind of the crux of the issue.
Yeah, I mean, when. Never mind.
Okay, do you have questions about other projects that don't have anything to do with snow?
No.
Because he has such limited time, so. But No. Okay. Louise, hi. I feel like you had questions about different projects and stuff at one point. Do you have any, do you have any questions about any of the projects going on that the
Not at the moment.
DPW? No, not this moment. Okay. All right. What about down there?
Bruce said no.
No? Okay, is there any other like little tidbits we should know about the DPW that like would just be helpful for folks that are say a
No,
little?
I mean, just the thing is, it's a lot of people, they correlate any truck with a plow on it to the Department of Public Works.
I
And
know.
it's just not it's not the case. So if you ever have an issue with one or an issue with the way things are being done, let's try to see who's doing it and give us the information and we can
Right.
make sure we do it. If it's something we can solve, we don't want to create problems. We want to make it we want to do our jobs as best as we can with the resources that we have. And if someone is causing a problem or doing something and it's one of my people, we're going to do it in a different way the next time.
Mhm.
And if it's not, and it's a contractor we may know or can work with, we will get a hold of that person. But we need to know, we need to know more about the problem to be able to address it.
Cyril, yes, you have a question?
Yeah, I did actually, and I apologize because I'm actually on the bus as a fellow person who doesn't drive, so apologies.
Can
for
you
the
talk a
background.
little louder? You're coming through very quiet.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can you hear me any better now?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. I'm curious how the Department of Public Works lets citizens know what's going to be happening like in their area. What kind of communication do you guys send out? Is there something like if you live on a street where a big project is going down, how are people aware of like, oh, this sidewalk or this roadway, you're not going to be able to access this bus stop? How is that information coming out? Because I personally like had a difficult time with that.
So it depends on the type of project. A lot of that, like outreach prior to a large construction project, is handled by the planning department, and there might be like an email list or a website or something that is advertising information about any particular project we're working on. Most of the work we do, if we can, if it's not an emergency, like for instance, we just did some street sweeping and sidewalk cleaning the early morning hours on yesterday morning or Tuesday morning. And we put a notification out on the website and then share that notification with the mayor's office and police department. So you'll see the alert bar at the top of the city website that says, what our activities might be in any given area on a day.
Subscribe.
Yeah, so you can subscribe to the alerts on the city website to see when those go out.
Okay, great. But like, there's no mailing or anything for something that might be more serious. Thank you. Sorry, apologies.
But there may be if it's a larger project that's more planned, if that makes sense, planned in well in advance. But lots of our work is dependent on the weather, and we have to kind of. We can't do a street and sidewalk clearing if it's pouring outside, or so we'll 48 hours, 24 hours in advance of something like that, like a mountain road closure, something of that nature. We just do an alert on the website.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Planning department will mail letters to abutters.
Yeah, or might be door hangers, anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Other questions? Bryce, do you have any questions? Maybe not.
He said
Jennifer?
no.
No.
No questions for us. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I mean, I guess that's it.
Yep, that's all I can think of.
You good?
I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Just at any time. I mean, I don't mind coming to if I know just the exact date and time, and then what you guys want to talk about, just so I can be prepared to.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so Jeff, did Jeff leave?
Guess so.
Can you bring up the resource list?
Resource lists.
That came from Jeff Brown.
No. If it's on, is it on the website? yet?
No,
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 but
he emailed it.
emailed it to the,
I have no way of doing that.
you would have, Eli would have to sign into his personal email to
Well, maybe,
get to it.
maybe we could give, if Jeff comes back, we can give him, screen sharing.
Yeah,
Can you screen share your source list? In the meantime, while we're waiting, obviously we still have seats. So I feel like we still have 5 seats. I feel like we lose somebody, we get somebody, and the number just kind of stays right there. So Jeff, let us know when you're ready.
All right, let me, it'll be easiest for me to screen share if I pull up the email and then yeah, the email that I sent y'all, because everything in the links is all there, and my cat has decided to be like on the keyboard now, and
While we're waiting for that, the accessibility ordinance, we don't have an update. But last we left, we talked to Connie, and then I thought we were gonna have a meeting with both of the, chambers of commerce.
right.
And then we kind of like trailed off. And then the community survey subcommittee, do you guys want to tell me just what happened in that meeting real quick? Just,
We haven't had another meeting.
did we report it last meeting?
Yep.
Oh, I'm old. See, I'm getting old. Oh,
We
You're
need
right,
to
you're right.
plan another meeting, but
Okay.
we haven't had one.
let's plan another meeting then.
Oops, I think that was my bad that I dropped the ball on that. Apologies, guys.
That's okay. We'll get there. So do folks have anybody have a friend or just an update? Luis, do you have any more friends that said they might want to join us? Be a member of the COD?
I have one
What's
who,
their name?
I'm sorry,
What's their name?
Leslie Shar.
Okay. Did she showed up before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's been, I tried to track it down, but with the change of city administration, it's like,
What, the application? Are you saying it's missing or?
it's not, no, it's, I talked to a kind of nice guy, I forgot his name, but he was newly appointed as assistant to the new mayor.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, what is his name? Evan. And, oh, that's right, I see the email. Yeah, Evan what? LeBeau. Like
I mean, she's,
capital B and an EAU. Okay.
she, last I heard, she had no, even acknowledgement of her application.
Okay. All right, can you ask her to contact me and then I'll write to the mayor, we'll see, or the assistant.
Yeah.
I'll see where that is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
that's your homework, Louise. Have Leslie get me.
Also, I was thinking that along with the minutes, right after we have the meetings, I'm going to make like an action list based on what we talk about here.
Yes, yeah,
And then send that out so that we all are on the same page about what we think we're doing.
that's great. I've been making action lists, but I just kept it for myself. So I don't know why I didn't think to share. Sometimes, I mean, once in a while I've shared it, but like consistently, that would be great.
Well,
Stay
I've
on top of
been
it.
not doing the minutes until like right before the next meeting.
Yep.
That's not so helpful if we're trying to look for that
Get
to
stuff
see
done.
what we should be working
Right.
on, so.
Thank you. I appreciate your organization.
It's to make up for my slowness with the
Ah,
minutes.
oh, come on, you got a lot of stuff. You're doing a lot. Okay, Jeff Brown, take it away.
All right, I figured out how to share. Okay. So I pretty much let's see, I took the time, went over the old resource list, and made it into a like a spreadsheet form. Let's see, so let me see if, okay. I made like a form to so I made a form to I'm gonna share another screen. I made I made a form to like enter new resources in the system, and there we go. So I made a form that looks like this to enter new resources into a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet came out like so you enter it here with the resource type, organization name, phone number, and any additional notes, and it came out like a spreadsheet. And unfortunately it doesn't, I can't but you saw the spreadsheet first. And I just figured this would be an easy way to have it all in like a standardized format for everyone. And so in terms of what kind of resource list to in terms of what kind of resource list to publish, we can either do like a spreadsheet that will look like a spreadsheet, or we can copy from the spreadsheet into another kind of form, depending on, I don't know. I mean,
The email.
yeah. And I can give access to this to the main Easthampton COD account, so that if a committee 5 years from now wants to go back through it, they don't have to mess with formatting or anything like that. And they can just
I will send you a request, Jeff, from the COD account.
Cool. That would be great. Yeah. And I don't know, as I was working with this though, I do wonder if there's like who's the primary target of this, and how are they accessing it? And I'm wondering if there's too much in certain areas, like I don't know that anyone would need a resource list to look up a number of a hospital they wanted. And there might be too little in either others, like I don't like there's not a whole lot of LGBTQ resources, and some of the abuse reporting numbers that might actually affect disabled individuals aren't there. So yeah, I'll ignore this one call.
Right, so how would we, it's just having it on the website, nobody knows that it's there, therefore they're not going to be using it. So I imagine, Leslie, on Facebook, you could put something up about it, but in general,
Yeah, I
How-
mean,
how can it be a helpful thing to people if people don't know
yeah.
it?
Can I also point out that the people that know how to access our website or our Facebook page aren't going to be the people that need a resource like list like this to Google the disability services they need necessarily,
I'm wondering if this is good to have at the Chamber of Commerce.
Senior center, maybe police, fire station. Yeah.
Is this also something that would have benefit being mailed out to residents?
Yes, I see what you're saying. I don't know that we don't have any budget per se. Um, How would that even work? A mass mailing?
Yeah, is that something like that would be worth bringing to city council and kind of saying like, hey, we have this initiative, we need, you know, money for postage, or is there another mailing that goes out? Like, for example, when we do the street survey and the census, is this something that we could include in those mailings?
It's a good
I
idea.
mean, I could ask about it being emailed out, which definitely could be done by the mayor's office.
We could do like a press release with it.
There you go. That's the word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a good point about including it in another mailing that's already going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got that as on our to-do list. So who's gonna do what? Like, I guess I could contact. It would be Evan now, right?
Yeah, I think if you just draft press release and send it to, happy to release it.
Jeff, do you want to write the press release?
Do I want to write the press release? Sure.
That's a different question than Bill.
Sure. Yeah, I can definitely write a press release to send out. Also, I think in terms of something to mail out, this is like a 6-page thing. Maybe we can think of a short list with maybe on the short list how to access the longer list to include an actual mailing.
Right.
Because
Is there, Jeff, could you make a QR code? Do you know how to do that too?
I could, yeah. I a press release with a QR or press release with a QR code. Yeah, I could figure that out.
A QR code, and I would, when you do a press release, I can't remember, I haven't read one in a while, but like, so it's the press release and then that's just it in the email. I'm trying to think, or can there be a link to this and the QR code to this, both?
So I haven't used a QR code in a press release. I think you could, but usually there's a link.
Yeah,
Okay, like a short link that's easy for people to type in.
A QR code would only be helpful for the press outlets that get it. Like the press outlet is not going to include our QR code in their story. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
press release goes to press outlets to write stories about it. And then
Oh,
It
these
also
are
goes on our
different.
Facebook too, though.
Aren't these different? These press releases are not, they don't go out to the actual press. They just call them a press release, right?
They do go to the press, but they go on the Facebook as well, and they get sent out in an email to like everybody that's on the city's list. So they reach a wider audience than just the press.
I feel like I've gotten a million press releases and I did not know that they were all going
So yeah, you get them because
email.
we do email them.
Email
yeah.
it, right.
We send them to a much wider audience than just the newspaper.
Interesting. Okay,
That is technically their purpose. is to
right, because
hopefully
press
get
release,
press,
but yeah, okay. So again, Leslie, what are we writing down that will happen?
Jeff is going to write a press release. And so for that, we need to make a accessible link that people can link to get the full list. And then Jeff will include that in a press release.
Okay,
Okay.
look at your face.
Tiny URL is, I don't know, is the one that I use.
Yeah.
Or Bitly is good too.
Tiny URL is a good, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, if anyone has any ideas or just toss ideas to me in an email, but that's a good one to remember is tiny URL instead of the longer Google Doc link. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that free, Eli?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be really easy to
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, it's on there, but we need to update.
It's on the
The old one is.
Oh, I see.
Yes, yes, the old one that's out of date.
Yeah, we'll update it.
I
So
mean-
in the press release, I guess I'll do a link to should I do a link to the Council on Disability page?
And I feel like what you mentioned earlier is that we're missing some resources. So I don't know if
Yeah,
make a call out, like, can there be a sentence, like, if you find something that's missing here and add it, this is, contact us, this is how we add it.
yeah.
Or even Jeff, you made that nice form. You could just link to the form so people could add their own resources.
Yeah, I think that would be great to place on a Facebook page or or yeah, okay. If I publish a list based on that, if and just have a link at the bottom to see something that should be added and isn't here, click this link and
So while you're here, Leslie, I have no idea why it won't let me add you. So it showed your name, showed his name. It said that he had total full access. So then it didn't give me the same buttons to add you. So I was like, maybe only one
gotta go.
took him off and then still couldn't add you. And then I do have an Instagram page that I could, wow, I can't speak, created because more people are using Instagram than Facebook, right? So,
Yeah,
but I don't know how to get you on. I don't know. I'm just not good at the tech stuff these days.
the best thing might be for you to remove me and then try to add me again as an admin.
Okay.
Like,
I feel like I tried that, but I'll do it again. I'll
Okay.
try everything again.
okay.
Louise, is there anything on your mind, topics you wanted to talk about?
Wait, I have
No.
something about
just
the
say-
press release, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Something about that is usually there's like a blurb at the end of the press release about the organization sending the release. And so excuse me, I just got into the office and dropped everything. So for us, is there like a blurb that outlines kind of like our mission, goals, and that kind of information? Because that could also be an opportunity to get more eyes on the committee as like, come join us, we meet this time, da 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 da, here's our mission, here's our goals, and maybe something on kind of if you or a loved one are experiencing like abuse or assault, call these numbers kind of thing. Like disabled assault is really real, elder assault is really real, and neglect and da 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 da.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, thank you, Jeff, for all the work you've done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Cyril, would you be interested in writing that blurb? There is some information on our webpage, the city webpage that the COD has,
Mhm.
that has like our mission and stuff like that there.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. And I guess like that kind of brings up some questions I have about like if there's any updates to that stuff. Like are there any like particular goals and visions that like are since I'm pretty new, I don't really know like what the like strategic plan has been for like kind of future stuff, particular things to emphasize,
Strategic plan, that's a good way to put it.
Yep. Yeah, I
Uh,
think we've talked a little bit about setting aside time in a future meeting to really kind of make a firm picture of that. Like what are our goals? How are we going to reach them? But we haven't done that
we
yet.
can do it next meeting instead of a speaker.
Yeah. And we also need to talk about the Northampton Pride Month, Disability Pride Month reading project that they want us to participate
Yeah,
in.
it's not on here, but I was gonna ask you if you wanted to mention it
Yeah. Yes, so
for new business.
I need to write this down before I forget.
Right.
Okay. So we have not yet committed to that Pride Month thing because there's a lot of decisions that need to be made about where we're gonna do it. You know, who's gonna do the reading, what book, what day, you know, we haven't made any of
We
those
need to get that in
decisions.
soon.
Yeah, they asked for it by the end of April, so we're not gonna meet again before that. So,
So do you want to start from just the beginning real quick and just say a quick snippet?
sure. So the Northampton Disability Commission, that's what they call themselves. The Northampton Disability Commission is doing Pride Month events, and they would like, and they've invited us and Amherst commissions to be involved in it also, like we did last year with the movie showings. And so this time they would like us to do, or they're gonna do a reading for kids and invite the public to attend. And the reading should be about disabilities and read by someone with a disability. And we also would need to provide, it needs to be fully accessible. So we would need to provide probably ASL or some other way for people who are hearing impaired to participate in it. And also the reader would need to do a reading that includes descriptions of, if it's a picture book, of what the pictures are. So it needs to be fully
Big
accessible.
undertaking. Yeah, and Marigold said they were fine with their space.
Oh, okay. So, but we haven't picked, so we would need, I did put the list in the minutes.
Yep.
But the things that we would need to decide and let Northampton know about
We
are,
have 10 minutes, so we can talk about it now, as it is.
okay, and then we had also, did you prepare a presentation? Yeah. Yeah, Bruce, and then you had asked Bruce to prepare a presentation on nutrition, what's going on in new things in nutrition and wellness.
Yes.
So I don't wanna, you know, you took the time to make, yeah, so let's see. We have,
Are you sure, Bruce? I can't even see you down there. Are you sure that it's okay to do this real quick?
It's on the table, let's take care of it. So
Okay,
I'll give you that my handouts.
okay.
Because I will reach more people to reach out to get these information.
Can't even see. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So next month we'll have, we won't have a speaker and we'll go over, you'll be the speaker, and then we'll go over that other, Pride Day stuff. So
I don't know if it would be appropriate to put any of this on our site or whatever, but maybe we'll see if I can convince on that to see if it's something that we can put up.
Yep.
So it not be see us. Just inflammatory things and figure out this is the
So do you think, so would you be more of like a half hour versus a 15-minute? Oh,
because we have the hand.
okay. Okay,
Better time to put recipes, pictures.
okay, awesome. Oh, look at that. All right, so what do we need to know for, let's
So-
talk about it now. You guys can hear, right? You can hear Leslie?
Yeah, so Cyril, I think Cyril wanted to say something.
Just something really quick and just kind of a thought. For the book reading, I was wondering if that might be a great opportunity for some of our Riverside members to kind of show their stuff as like an opportunity.
oh yeah, those guys just left the call.
I know,
unfortunately.
it's a real bummer, but I feel like, yeah, reaching out and like kind of highlighting them for that. Like, this sounds like a great opportunity to like get everyone out there and spend some time really in the community.
Jeff's
Making
not,
good
oh, there he
connections.
is.
Yeah, he's back. Jeff, is there somebody at Riverside that is disabled that could probably do the reading? Since that you think would be really wanting to do that and be good at that?
Do the reading at Riverside.
Well, you missed a second. Oh, so but Jeff disappeared right when we need him. No, because we're supposed to do a reading with the Northampton Disability Commission. And so we need to find a book to read and a person that's disabled to read it. And the book needs to be on disabilities and
it should be a children's book. Well, so the way
Reading a children's book.
Yeah, the way Northampton is envisioning it is that this is a children's, like a children's story hour.
You know,
But, oh, I'm sorry, I just flipped something, right? I'm sorry about that.
There's probably a few that might be interested. I mean, ask Jen when Bryce is back. She's probably right there next to him. Or reach out to her via email. But I mean, if y'all remember when Jenny used to come with me, she would love reading to children, and her she could have a story programmed in her AAC device. That would be in, but there's some people with reading skills that could read. I am no longer really
I know.
I'm no longer really doing anything or reaching out to Riverside personally, but I think Jen would that might be the type of project that Jen would take on.
Yep.
I don't know. You're picking a part of my brain I haven't been using, but there are other people that could do it as well.
Is it just have to be just one book? Because that could be
No.
very quick.
No, and like Amherst is kind of taking the basic idea and morphing it a little, so we don't have to do exactly what Northampton is doing.
Right.
We have some leeway there. So it could be a few books and a few readers to kind
That's
of,
what I was hoping.
yeah, spread out the load a little bit.
And what about like if
Right.
it's little kids? Are we talking Saturday morning?
So these are the things on the list. We need to find an accessible location, but you said Marigold said that would be okay with them. We need to pick a date.
The other dates are July, correct?
All the dates are in July because that's Disability Pride Month. And Northampton and Amherst have already picked their dates, which I don't have in front of me, but so we wouldn't want to do it on the same day as them. Those are kind of the big things that we would have to commit to, I feel like, by the end of April.
And we have to make sure we have money for an interpreter.
So I did write back because last time what happened is that we didn't request it in time, the interpreter. So I did write back to them and ask what their connection was.
They replied.
They did?
Yes.
Oh, I hate my Google name. Jeez.
So they sent us a link to a MassGov site. So yeah, so we would have to commit to the day basically. And then everything else can come after that.
Right. So pick a date, check with Glenn at the Marigold, make sure it's okay. Check with the ASL interpreter, and then I don't know if you can help us with this. So when Mayor LaChapelle was here, we don't have money, but she said she had some money. What was it, like extra money somewhere? And if we needed something, we could ask. So I don't know if that's because an interpreter is not cheap from what I understand it. Is it in like the $600 range?
They said around 200 to 300, probably for an hour.
Yeah, for just 1 hour. So
Yeah.
if we need it, okay.
So, so, you know, we're supposed to be funded by the fines from cars parking in handicap, they're not just spots. And we don't have that set up, although I do think that's something we should put on our strategic
That is
plan.
Something, yes, that Stan was really passionate about when he was on here. He kept asking the mayor over and over and over and over and over.
And the Mass MOD said that they would help us with that.
Okay.
So I do think that's something that should go on our strategic plan, but for the moment, so we don't have that set up, so we don't have any funding. And so, yeah, Mayor LaChapelle had said in lieu of those funds, she would help us find money to do initiatives that we wanted to do. But so we need to find out if that is still true with this administration.
Right.
Specifically, I think we're kind of legally entitled to those funds, but Mayor LaChapelle had said, look, it's the that there aren't those funds are very I'm sorry, I have to take this again. I'm sorry.
Okay. She had said, I think that the amount of money that was coming in was so small that it was not, it wasn't worth it for them to kind of do all of the
Make a
administrative
bank
stuff.
account.
Yeah, so that she was gonna find other money that would help support what we want to
I
do.
remember her saying it was a couple grand that was we had to play with.
Yeah, so I think what we need to do is ask the mayor or the mayor's assistant.
On
You
our
know.
list, okay.
Yeah.
And then as far as like how to get the word out, I like there's local preschools, right? Because if we just put on Facebook or who knows, but like besides preschool, what is there? Daycares.
Yeah, and you know, the elementary schools.
How do you get a hold of like the
The
homeschool?
library.
Our Easthampton homeschooling group?
There are a lot of homeschooling groups. Pioneer Valley. I don't know that there's. I am in some of them for work.
Okay.
I gotta
But-
jump off, guys, because I have another meeting, but I look forward to following up via email on some of this stuff. So Leslie, please loop me in on
Of
like all
course.
this. Yeah, I'd love to help.
Thank you, Sarah.
Take care, all. Bye.
Okay, so if we're gonna do it, we need to pick a date and make sure that the place is accessible and make sure that we can find and pay for an ASL interpreter. The other stuff can come, you know, we can talk about it at our next meeting, like how to advertise it, what book it's gonna be, stuff like that. So I think if we look at our next meeting as primarily planning this and having Bruce present, that will take up the whole time.
But also the Hampshire, right?
The Hampshire Pride thing. I don't know.
Different. Did you just say there was a different Hampshire Pride thing?
I didn't say that. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know anyways. I don't know. I mean, anywhere. Is there stuff you want to contribute to this? Like you have an opinion? Because you're very quiet down there, so. Okay.
So I think, yeah, if those are the two things we focus on for the next meeting, if we can find out this month about the date, the place and the interpreter, you know, because first we'll need to find out if the date and the place and then the interpreter, and then we can commit to it. Then our next meeting, we should just talk about this and Bruce's presentation.
Yes.
And that will take up all of the time.
Yes. Yep.
Access to research.
It's a website, yeah.
The Northampton Chamber shared with us a link for ASL interpreters. And then there's also CART, which is a whole system for interpretation, but it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Like it's you could buy a lifetime membership type thing, maybe?
I don't think so. We have to get it. We're putting on a conference in April, at the end of April. soon, an autism conference, and someone has requested cart services, and so it's very expensive just for the day. It's a technology thing.
Oh, is it like an AI
Yes,
thing? Oh, okay,
yes, it translates like in real time.
okay.
Not translates it.
Right, I gotcha.
It-
Something like that. It's working on the screen now.
It is. It's like a transcription in real time. For this event, there are gonna be panels and speakers and stuff. So it's expensive though. So yes, so I think if we in the in-between time find a date and place and interpreter, then we can commit if we're going to commit. And then at the next meeting, which would be the May meeting, make the decisions and commitments and assign things.
I mean, so we'll have to follow the rules. I don't know how many people can talk at once in between meetings, otherwise the open meeting law. So we either have a subcommittee meeting or
Well, we
are we just chatting back and forth?
have 8 members, is that right?
And so, yeah.
So 3 of us, up to 3 of us can talk
Right.
without triggering the open meeting law.
Okay.
And does that include emails?
And what does your email start with? Because I feel like your email does not pop up when I go to add people to the agenda. Yep.
AMANUEL.
Oh, it's there. I don't know why. Does it just? Oh, never mind me and my ridiculously broken phone.
Okay, so I think,
So going forward, we need to make sure that Allison's on she's not being included in these
okay,
somehow.
Would it violate open meeting law for us to vote now to delegate this task to whatever 3 people want to take it on and not have to bring up every process back to the,
Right. I mean, do you feel like you got your own project,
yeah.
or do you work on this, or do you feel like you have your own project?
I don't know that I can, if it's not the 4th of July weekend, I will be able to help with the actual coordination, publicity, stuff like that. Because Tamara's coming and we're going to be out of town for the 5th. So, but if it's another day, I'd be happy to,
No, picking the 3 people, I'm saying, are you one of the 3 people, or are you have the other project?
I have my own projects going
Right,
on.
okay, we're good with that then, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, 4 people. Right, it could be 4 people.
so I'm happy to be one of the 4. I mean, Eli and I spoke with the Northampton
Right.
Commission, so, we have that
Do you want to
information.
be part of it, Eli, or no?
I'm not sure if I could be helpful.
Okay, all right. Bruce, you want to be part of it or no? Okay,
I just think it sounds like we need to disperse all the contact stuff rather than 1 or 2 people taking it on.
Right, this whole limited amount of contact in between meetings is a
Right.
problem.
Well, yeah, that's why I wanted 2 meetings a month, I could find. But there are people that didn't want to commit.
So I can change who I'm talking to.
Got it, okay.
So, me, potentially Bruce.
Cyril wants it, correct?
We need the date and stuff before we.
And then I
contact
can help.
Translate.
Right.
Meredith and Sticks.
Okay, so that's the 4. Me, Angelique, Cyril, and maybe Bruce.
Yep.
Okay, and if I email you, I will also text you.
You see in my packet, my computer and I are
seems to be going around.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to get a new computer for work and I'm very sad about it.
Okay, so before we end, let's recap. So, Jeff, our to-do list, Jeff is, doing the press release.
With Cyril's help. Cyril's gonna help write the blurb at the end. Jeff is gonna do the press release. And Jeff, I was just gonna say, I have to do press releases quite often at work, and ChatGPT is quite helpful for that. Or
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it helps put it in the, right language and all that stuff.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think, I think if I might just, it won't take me that long. And I think if I do a draft and then throw it into Chat GPT to see what it does with it, I think that'll be a good thing.
Yeah, I take that route often.
Okay. Good looking out. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, it's like a specific kind of way to speak, and it's not necessarily natural.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, I get it. I understand how to do that tone, but I also think ChatGPT doesn't have to think as long as I do about how to phrase things, so that's good.
Yes, makes the world go around. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's one of the things on the list. I have a way of doing this. Okay. And then we're also going to put the Google form and spreadsheet link to the COD Google account. I'm gonna do that. So some of the other things were, but I don't know if we want to shelve this, but Angelique, you said you were gonna reach out to Connie about the accessibility ordinance,
Yes.
but that may not be as pressing right now. The survey, Cyril said that he was gonna help plan the next committee meeting. But again, that might not be as pressing right now. We also talked about talking about the strategic plan at the next meeting. So I think if we look at the agenda for the next meeting and we do talk about the story hour.
Yep.
Bruce presents, and then whatever time is left, we start talking about the strategic plan. That would take up all of our time.
Fine with me.
And yeah, those are the things on our action list.
All right.
All right.
Anybody have anything else, or I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn since we're over our time. Motion to adjourn? Have a second?
Second.
Is everybody okay? Say aye.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.